Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I will be working in the Wings collection by Chic. I'm on her design team, so I pulled out the journal to get started on it. If you haven't seen my unboxing, I'll put the link for that down below. So I have the journal out, as well as these items that came with it. There's a bunch more items that came in the kit, but this is just things I think that I may use. And then I pulled some things out of my own stash. I have this Bow Bunny spring stamp that has a bird on it and some musical notes, and I think I might stamp that in here. And then I have different ink pads, a couple different Stampin' Up! Blue and Distress ink, and then I have this burgundy Stampin' Up! And a fired brick. I'm not sure what colors will look right with this, so I'm thinking probably the Stampin' Ups because they're a little bit darker. So I have that, and I have my distress tool here. So what I wanted to do for today was just do a little craft with me, and I wanted to embellish the library pocket that I'm going to put on the inside cover here. And then I'm just going to add a little bit here. I think I'll do like a little tuck spot with the book page. And then on top of that, I will put this doily. And I'm going to use my ink on this, and I think I'll stamp the bird right on here. I think that'll fit just fine over the top of that. And then I have a special little pocket that we can make with one of these manila tags here. It kind of makes an opening where it opens, but it'll be glued down, and you can use it as a tuck spot as well, or as like a little pocket. So we'll see. I saw that on Pinterest and I wanted to try it on a page here. So let's go ahead and get started with this. To start off, I'm just going to decorate the library pocket. So I took this piece of scrapbook paper and tore a little square off. I liked the little bird that was in the center of it, so I tore all the way around the edges, and now I'm just going to take my distress tool and use that ink there and go along the edges. I edged the pocket as well as the paper. And then I'm looking through this little baggie of goodies and looking for some items that I want to layer on top of that. So there's that scalloped circle and the die cut feather, as well as the real turquoise feather. So I'll just use my glue and glue that down. Put the circle and then the little die cut feather and the real feather there. And then go ahead and stick that down on the page. Now I'm going to dress up this library card as well. I have those two scraps that I just tore off that paper, and I wanted to add a different color behind them. So I took the wallpaper piece that came in the collection, and I just cut down one like 2-inch section there and glued it on top. And then I glued those little strips down. Now I'm just going to fussy cut the bird's nest out and glue that on top. And then in that little goodie bag, I found a little bird that was really cute, so I put that down on there, as well as a little heart. And I want to add some kind of trim coming out the top to top off the tag or the library card. So I found some, I'm going to use that fluffy black trim there. Not sure what that's called. It's not an eyelash, it's kind of like an eyelash trim, but it's a little bit chunkier. I'm going to tie it up with some of the yarn. And then on the right side, I took the book page and I tore the wording down into a little column, and I'm going to make that a little tuck spot. So I'm using my ink, and I'm going to ink around the edges and then glue 3 sides so it makes a pocket. And now I'm taking the doily and I folded it not quite in half. I wanted it to be wide enough for that bird, so I'm going to use my burgundy ink and go around the edges on the doily, and then the bird I actually stamp in with the blue ink. That stamp set I love. I picked that up at Tuesday morning. It's probably been about 3 weeks or more now. But they had a really nice vintage Easter collection, spring and Easter collection, and with a paper and these acrylic dies. So I picked up this one, and I also picked up like a bunny themed acrylic, not die, but acrylic stamps. And now I folded it over the page, and I'm going to take my hole puncher and just punch 2 holes there, and then I'll use some yarn and tie the doily onto the page with the yarn. And I made a bow on it, and I had a lot of difficulty with this yarn. I can't, yeah. And me and yarn. I did learn how to make a bow when I was in kindergarten, but I was just all thumbs. I think I took it apart like 5 times maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess not. I know there's one tag in here that I work on, and it just took me like 2 or 3 or 4 times to actually just do a double knot. Now I'm just adding in a little tiny tag there and that vintage card, and it makes the cute little pocket. So for this page, I pretty much have that little page done, the left side of the page done with the doily. So I'm going to go in later and just add a tag there. But for the right side, I'm taking this manila tag and I scored it 2 inches from the top and 1.5 inches from the bottom. And now I'm just edging it with my blue ink. And I folded it and went around on every edge that would show. I want to add some embellishments to this, so I'm going to cut this little bird out from the paper. And then I used a scalloped circle to layer underneath it, and then some of this paper, I just tore off a strip there. I'm using the music notes now and my blue ink, and I'm going to stamp. I end up stamping the top of that paper after I glued it down onto the tag. So I glued the black part down and then went in and stamped the music notes.
And then I'm going to layer the scallop circle and then the bird on top of that. Now here's the little pocket. So this I'm gluing it down 3 sides on the bottom of it to make a pocket, but then I'll tie it up with yarn underneath, and then you can open it up and put a picture or whatever in there. I added some more stamps down at the bottom. One of them I think says just a note and the other one is the little flower. And now I'm going to go add that yarn. And I did add 3 pieces, I believe, because I didn't think the one piece of yarn was enough. And I did try that fat chunky trim, but it was too much, I thought. So I decided on 3 pieces of the yarn. Looked really good. And now I'm having trouble getting it apart. There we go. So I took one black piece and then it was a white, I think it was white with black in it as well. So this is the one I did have trouble tying a bow. Still doesn't look good. Let's see. I'm almost there, I think. Yay! So now I'm just putting glue on 3 sides, and my glue exploded at that moment. So fun. And there. Now it's down, so I just thought that made a really cute little pocket, and you can still open it up. And so I added a claim check, or those claim tickets, and then I'm stamping some flowers on the white tickets there, and I'm going to add some yarn to the top of that. And there we go. The last thing is just to add some of that trim to the top of the tag. And I didn't think that needed any more because the paper itself was quite busy. But yeah, I really love how this turned out.
Alright, so here is what I came up with. I decorated my card. I don't think I like this that much. There's too much blue up there. I may switch this onto another page and add something else in this pocket. I'm not sure. I just don't like the way it looks. I love this down here, but then I think it's too much with that there. So yeah. But I just added that paper there, one of the die cuts, a leaf die cut or a feather die cut, and then an actual feather that came with the collection, and then made the little tuck as I said before with the paper, the book page, and then I also made an additional tuck so you could stick something here. Love this, came in the collection, it's really cute. And then I just tied it on with some of the yarn, and then over here this was just easy. I could just stick that tag there. And then I made this little pocket card that you can open it up and put journaling or a picture or something on the inside of there, but it's all tied up. I added some of the paper that I stamped with the music sheet or the music stamp, and then added some die cuts here. I cut that from the paper, and then I put I stamped it with the flower and this down here that says a little note, and then I just added some stamping onto those tickets, and then added the claim check there with some of the yarns at the top. So that's a little pocket there. So I hope you like what I came up with, and hopefully it'll give you some inspiration for a journal that you're working on now. Go ahead and check out this collection from Chic. I will link her channel as well as her Etsy shop down below. And I pray that you are staying healthy and are enjoying just the time to slow down during these times, and just cherish this time that you have. And I just pray that you are healthy. And so if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.